Good evening, everybody. Welcome to APP Tier 3. This week it is round 6 of 10, and it's a very special week. Hello to everybody in the chat. Hello, hello. Monaco specialist. Yes, I am. I have won a Monaco Grand Prix in Tier 2 before. Hello, Sumo. Hello, Denko. Hello, Kevin. Let me load up the comments. I'm sure there's someone else who's commented. And hello, Joshua. Yes. Oh, Hugo. Hello, Hugo. Hope you're all good, and thank you very much for tuning in. Right, let's get quickly set up. This is it a mandatory two-stop in the rain? You might have to ping Ghost and ask that. I'm not too sure. I'm afraid I cannot give you the answer you require. So who is the number one car? I believe it is MS, who is leading the way. Whilst we're doing outlaps, let's quickly... Okay, yes, so Avenir, it's mandatory two stops, regardless of if it rains or not. So even if it's wet, you need to pit twice. And I'm wondering if that's a hint of wet weather to come in the race. Somebody has made a boo-boo out there. Josh the guy, I think. But we're right on board with MS, and after a few laps have been done, we'll quickly plough through the championship standings. So yes, welcome to the busy streets of Monaco. It's a fast and furious track, so MS is going to get us underway for the first flying lap of this session. So turn one taken nicely there. Racing up the hill now, it's just a short track, and it's pretty much this is the only uphill part, and now we work our way downhill ever so slowly as we work our way towards past Casino Square, and now coming into the hairpins just past the very famous hotel. Or this building here where a lot of the F1 drivers actually live, I believe, is in that building in real life. But we are not F1 drivers from all over the place, and I do believe we do have a new driver with us this week, Alada 96, who is from Bosnia. So welcome aboard. Yes, so past the swimming pool complex and up to corner 17, which is Raskas. And Anthony Noakes, I can't pronounce that corner right. It's 18 anyway. 19 corners technically on this track altogether. MS crosses the line and is our first driver to set a time of 1 minute 12.9. Robsu goes second with a 1 minute 13.2, as we do have other cars coming to the line. Nemo up to the line in third, and that's a good lap. Joey B of a 1 minute 11.8, 1.1 seconds faster than MS. And we have a Ferrari coming to the line now of, I'm guessing that's LB, just going to start a lap unless he invalidated. Josh the guy now goes fastest with a 1:11.1. That's a good lap. James Gardner, how is he doing? He is the man in form at the moment in Tier 3. So James Gardner racing to the line and is in third position. Let's ride on board with our newbie, Alada 96. Having two bites of the steering there. He did turn slightly early into the chicane there, the Neuville chicane. And now past the swimming pool complex, and now heading up to Raskas. Probably the only overtaking opportunity on the track if you can nail it. Otherwise it'll be turn one. Otherwise this will be a bit of a procession around here. A ladder up to 8th with a 1 minute 14.6. So he's got a time on the board. That's the main thing. So we've got Runes and Avenir in the Mercedes out on track at the moment. Hello, Kevin. Welcome to the Tier 3 stream. We are on the golden streets of Monaco, where we only race once a year in APP. So get your wins in now, otherwise you'll have to wait till 2027 to have a win around Monaco. As I believe that is Drogon moving out of Runes' way there. As across the line for Runes, it's a 112.3. I believe Avenir will be the next car across the line. He will be. He is charging up to the start and finish line. He goes up to 4th. So Mercedes 4th and 5th, and pretty close on the timing boards for the two Mercedes drivers. Right, nobody's going to be setting on a lap anytime soon. There's a couple on out laps, so let's quickly bang through the Tier 3 standings, shall we? Right, Tier 3, where are you? Here we go, Tier 3 standings. So, after Holland reversed last week, we do have Drogon still in the lead of the championship. Well, he's actually overtaken Lufus, and Lufus once again not present with us tonight. So yes, Drogon leads the way on 68 points, and James Gardner is on 64 points, 4 points behind Drogon. And then we've got Runes on 60 points, 8 points behind Drogon. Lufus on 52, who is unfortunately not here tonight. Then we have Tyr in 5th position on 45. Then Joey B on 44 points in the Red Bull. Robsu on 39 points. And then Josh Degar on 33. Avenir on 33. Nemo on 32. Stanley on 29. MS on 27. Also Ralphie on 27. LB Racing having a torrid season. Our two-time Tier 3 champion in 14th on 18 points. And then we've got Bacon Bear, who's unfortunately not with us tonight as well. And then we've got OWR Shaggy, who also isn't here tonight. And then we've got Manflow on 6 points. Primeval on 19 points. And then, yeah, that is it. And just quickly, Constructors. I have missed the last two drivers set a lap, which was Drogon, who is in 6th position with 1 minute 12.3, and Ralphie doing a 1 minute 12.4. And just quickly to round off Constructors. So Mercedes lead the way on 112 points. The Mercedes duo of Avenir and Runes lead the championship, 5 points clear of the Kick Saubers, who are on 107 points. And then we have Ferrari on 82 points. That's a 30-point gap to the lead. And then Red Bull Racing on 77 points, McLaren on 72, Aston Martin on 56, Alpine on 39, Williams on 36, Haas on 25, and then the Racing Bulls on 15. Right, I've bored you all enough with the championship standings for the time being. Joey B is on a lap. We will ride on board. So Joey B has recently invested in a steering wheel, but I believe he is staying on a controller. I don't know, well, for the rest of this season, but beyond that, I can't say. I don't know what his plan is exactly. So yes, we'll ride on board with Joey B as he looks to close up to Josh Jagai's storming pole position lap, and it'd be interesting to see where he can make the time here through the swimming pool. He is just under a 10th and a half up on his time, and now into Raskas is the Red Bull driver around this last corner, and now it's get your foot down, don't kick up the rears or get the rear end stepping out. He crosses the line and goes stays in second with a 1 minute 11.5. It's a good effort for Joey B. Let's see who is on a lap. Nemo's going to come to the line, but he is down on his time, so I'm guessing he's just starting a lap. He is. MS. Oh, that's a hell of a whack into the barrier there for MS. How he didn't DNF, God only knows. That was a hell of a wallop into the barrier. As we will try and find the next car across the line. I think we're going to be all the way down to Tia will be the next driver to set a lap. We've got a bit of a gap to the pit straight, so we'll ride on board with Tia. Can he make up any time and improve on P9? The field is tightly bunched at the moment. You could argue that Josh and Joe are slightly just out of touch here, and that's an invalidation, just too greedy on that curb there. So we will go to James Gardner, who will be the next car to set a lap. No, he's invalidated as well, Mr. Pit Lane. Runes is invalidated, so Avenir. A lot of invalidations going on already, which also spells trouble for the race. For track limits, Avenir up to second position, just pipping Joey B by a small amount of time there, as he has joined Josh the guy on the front row and wedged himself in between the Red Bulls. I'm sure somebody else just moved up the order. Maybe. Maybe not. Right, next car we have Drogon on an out lap. Is James Gardner going again? Very quick lap around here. 36 laps, he's a second down. I would say he is not pushing for this lap, and perhaps about to come into the pits. Let's see who the Mercedes is behind. That is Runes. Also into the box, and that'll be Avenir as well coming into the pits. He's not pushing. LB Racing also invalidated, and he will be coming into the pits. Kevin O'Reilly offering his commentary services. Bear with me, guys, just quickly. Kevin, I've just sent you a party invite. Get yourself online. Come and join me in the comms box. And Drogon is now our provisional pole sitter. Apologies amongst all of that chaos there. But Drogon, no racing line, no problem, especially at Monaco. 1 minute 11.1 is a fantastic lap from the Kicks Sauber driver. He will be ecstatic with that time as he propels himself to the top of the field and just making this race a little bit more complex for the drivers behind. Will he be able to keep up this sort of pace in the race without a racing line? MS is currently on a lap, I suspect. We will ride on board with MS to see how he gets on. Is he improving on his time? As somebody's clipped the barrier there, and MS is up by a great amount of time, actually. If he can carry on this sort of pace, he'd be looking to be up in P7, potentially. Oh, that's a big whack into the barrier there. Might lose a bit of time. No damage as he crosses line. Yeah, he lost a lot of time there in that last corner, did MS. As a ladder to the pit line, the start and finish line goes up to 13th, so relegates Nemo to the bottom of the field. So Tier in the McLaren now got very greedy. He's also found a lot of time as well. Not invalidating his lap going over the swimming pool complex that time, but just a little bit robotic through this sector 3 as he now charges to the start and finish line, and he jumps up to third position for 1 minute 11.510. And I've just had Kevin join me in the commentary box. I don't know if you can hear me, Kevin.
Hello, hello.
Oh, hello, Kevin. Welcome to the Monaco commentary box. It's lovely to have you on board.
Great day.
Yes.
A bit of Tier 3 Monaco. Doesn't get any better than this.
No, absolutely.
This is full of sim racing.
Yes, this is the pinnacle of sim racing. This is the pinnacle of APP, as Kevin just gets himself in the lobby to help me commentate. We have got LB staying out of the way. You don't want to be stationary for too long, as the game does have a good tendency to disqualify people. We are into the final 2.5 minutes of this qualifying session now. So, Kevin, I'll help you. I'm sure you'll help me keep an eye on anyone on a flying lap, as there are a few people on laps already.
Avenir is stopped down at swimming pool. He's going again.
Yes, I suspect he's probably just trying to stay out of someone's way. Joey B is not on a lap. He's probably going to have a cooldown lap to... No, he's just well out of sync with the rest of the field. Is Joey B, and that is probably... Okay,
strong lap from Runes.
It is a very strong lap from Runes indeed. Let's just turn your volume.
The stream, yeah.
Sorry, I just had a... if you guys could just give me a volume check on Kevin as well. I think I've just turned his volume up so you guys can hear him. Yeah, I think I had to turn your mics slightly down one week. It was just a bit loud, but I've always been able to hear you comfortably. As yes, good, watch Avenir, I've been told. And where is Avenir?
He is coming through Portier right now.
Yes, we will ride on
into the tunnel.
Yes, we'll keep an eye on Avenir as we're in the final minute of this qualifying session. There's a chunk of cars just winding their way around Sector 2 at the moment. Avenir is on a lap, and this will be his final lap in this session, as he will not have time to set it. He is purple indeed, as Runes is pole, and we could be having a Mercedes lockout on the front row here. Where did Runes pull that time from? A fantastic lap time from the sister Mercedes with a 1 minute 10.8, and now Avenir to the line. Can he find some form like his teammate does? And he joins him on the front row with a 10 minute 0.9. Yes, superb lap. We will. Drogon is gearing
LB.
up. Oh, LB up to 9th. So his tier 3 struggles continue. We'll keep an eye on Drogon, who is just crossing the line to start his last lap. We have 7 seconds till the checkered flag, and I think everybody is over the line. We do have a chunk of 3 cars in 5th, 6th, and 7th who will not improve and can find themselves further down on the grid here. So Robsu just coming round the final corner. He's just gone round Raskas and now to the line. Kept it neat and tidy. Didn't get too much wheel spin, I believe. Robsu up to 8th position. And so the 2 Mercedes, I believe, are done and dusted. They are not on laps. So an Aston Martin will be the next car. There is only one Aston Martin.
Well,
he is going well, yes.
Car on the wall. Drogon's out.
Oh, Drogon is DNF'd. Wow.
He's gone into the inside wall at the first part of swimming pool chicane. That is disappointment for Drogon. MS has also gotten wing damage through the 3rd sector. I doubt he's going to get any improvement now as well.
Yeah, MS is this is like the 3rd lap. I think he's scuffed. He has improved.
Still gains time. He has gained. Okay.
Yeah, he has gained a lot of time, but still makes you wonder what he's capable of if he can just keep his sector 3 tidy. Yeah. There's 2 cars left on the track, and I believe Manflo is the last driver to set a lap here. Albi, quite a way down. And yeah, that does round off qualifying. We'll just won't confirm results officially until we get the results screen up in case there's any penalties dished out that we missed. But yes, a great session for both the Mercedes, Runes and Avenir, dominating qualifying, and it's a Mercedes lockout and very handy for their constructors bid.
Yes, especially with Robsu down in 8th to start this race.
Yes,
it's going to be a great opportunity for Mercedes.
Absolutely. Let's just quickly bang through the starting grid then. So Runes is on pole and Avenir in 2nd. Drogon's in 3rd position. Josh the Guy is in 4th. Tier in 5th. Joey B in 6th. James Gardner in 7th. Robsu in 8th. Manflo in 9th. MS in 10th, LB Racing in 11th, Ralphie in 12th, Nemo in 13th, and our new boy Alada is in 14th. So, yes, I did have Avenir in the chat just as qualifying started saying, do we need to do 2 pit stop in the rain? And the session had already loaded. So is there going to be rain?
I believe we do still need to do 2 pit stops.
Yeah.
If it does rain. I mean, Ghost confirmed that earlier on today.
Yes, I must have missed that message, but I can't see any clouds with my screen at the moment. I've just got a nice shot of the pit lane. It'd be nice if we had a shot of the actual grid rather than the pit lane. Just looking at nothing here. It's very quiet out the back here.
It's loaded me into a car at the back, so I need to retire, don't I?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just trying to think of the safest thing to do.
Drive around at the back and retire in the pits.
Yes, I would. That would be what I just suggest. You could get yourself involved and ruffle a few feathers. Why not? Yeah. Even if someone has a moment in front of you, just try and linger back or something.
Yes, that's the bad thing about joining late to the commentary box right there.
That's fine. Did jump in the old comms when you've DNF'd, I guess.
Yes.
Yeah, and yeah. Right, here we go. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights. And we are underway. They was on red for a very long time as Avenir and Runes gets a very equal start. They're both on the medium tyres as Drogon works his way up to 3rd position here. And that's a great start for the Kick Sauber. We'll have the position changes up on the screen on our left at the moment. So yes, all seems to be fairly clean at the moment. No one having really any major excursions here, as the Tier 3 grid have kept it relatively clean on this opening lap. We do have Kevin at the back there. Hello, Kevin. As Drogon now setting his sights on Runes ahead. I thought it was 36 laps this race. No, it is 39 grueling laps of this Monaco Grand Prix as Avenir lost a position at the start. And I do believe we have a 2 cars side by side here. Robsu getting past Joey B, going down to the chicane. That looks like a very good overtake, actually, to be fair, from Robsu in the Kick Sauber. Maybe Joe just left the door open. I didn't see if there was contact. It didn't look like it. Maybe I think Joe did respect him and give him the space there. As Joey B is actually coming into the pits. He probably does have damage. Oh no, Drogon has spun around and he is right in the middle of the racing line here, as he is looking to adjust himself and get his car back facing the right way, and he has got going again, but he is right at the back. And also disaster for James Gardner, who's in the pit lane. Our championship protagonist is fighting at the moment, as wow. Drogon and James Gardner having a torrid start to this race for their championship bid. Runes and Avenir are just leading the way. Josh the Guy is going to be the only driver at the moment to try and keep him honest. Even Robsu just in a very comfortable P4 at the moment.
Tier having a good time.
They are having a really good time tonight. Manflow has left the session. Not sure what I can do regarding that. I don't really like dishing out invites during a race, but I will do my best to get Manflow back in.
Yes.
In the interest of there's Manflow. I've sent him an invite. Hopefully that can get him back in. As yes, Runes.
LB is into the pit lane already.
LB is into the pits.
This could be. There was always. He is changing his wing, but there was some talk, specifically on Sunday, about people coming in very, very early to serve one of their 2 stops early on, get that out of the way, and then carry on with a normal 1-stop race. From there, we'll see how that pans out. We have a car around. Tier.
Tier is around. Yeah, Tier's had a moment, and didn't lose any positions, I don't think, unless MS did get sneak past him. But MS now is in 5th position. We saw in qualifying what he was capable of, and it's all about if he can just keep his car undamaged now, and as long as you keep that front wing intact around Monaco, surely your chances of a good result in league racing they just get better and better. I'm sure you would agree with that, Kevin.
I do. Yes, certainly. It is, unfortunately, though, a very tricky track to keep that front wing clean. Monaco.
Yes, I will experience it for myself tomorrow night in Tier 2.
Someone who has lost a bit of front wing is Robsu in his Kick Sauber. Front right end plate is gone.
Wow, Robsu is known for always running low wings, but surely even Robsu himself isn't running low wings around here. 50-50 is surely the way for wings around here.
Yes, has to be. I mean, even if you take some off, there's so many low speed technical corners that you will just be bleeding lap time over and over again, and that will not work throughout a full 39 laps around the Principality at all.
Absolutely. So at the back of the grid, the field has spread out more than I would have liked, in all fairness, if I'm honest. But Josh Tagai is just lingering outside of a second of Avenir, as this is one of the closest battles on track. But also Drogon has caught up to the back of Nemo, and Drogon will be praying that he does not spin again, because that has cost him already a very solid chance of getting a podium, unless we see a safety car.
Oh, he is already 18 seconds off of Runes, so that has not been good. But Nemo is
going
very deep. It might get him back on a switchback here. It might be his only chance to get by Nemo here.
Yes, Nemo also missing his front left end plate, and I believe he just chose not to get involved with Drogon there, which is very respectful of him. He knows he's got the front wing damage and didn't want to hold up Drogon, which is fair enough. Shout out to Alada in 7th position, our newcomer who joined the server today, I believe. It's a very good start. He's up 7 positions. His car is intact, and the Bosnian, I believe he's Bosnian, is he's got a nice haul of points coming his way as it stands. But it's only lap 5 in this race. I don't want to be premature of saying who's having a good haul of points at the moment. Anything can change.
Monaco. Around Monaco. Not until you've crossed the line at the end of the 39th lap can you say anything about race results around Monaco.
Absolutely, and it's 39 laps which require ultimate concentration, as Tia gets his mandatory track limits penalty, as Sumo is telling me to put tyres on the screen. There you go, Sumo. Everyone started on the medium tyres. We did have a few early pit stops for damage and whatnot. I don't think many people tactically boxed, and maybe Joey B. I didn't see if Joey B boxed for a wing change. I just see him duck into the pits. That could be tactical, as now
he's gaining a lot of time anyway on Manflo and Nemo in front of him. He's flying at the moment.
Yeah, that's probably to be expected of Joey B. The gap to the leader, that's
Runes.
I'll have the gap to the leader on for a little while. It just helps me. I prefer the interval just so I can see who's within DRS, but I guess it's not as relevant around here, or not as relevant around here with the lack of overtaking opportunities. So Runes has had a bit of a sketchy sector 3. Actually, the gap is now under a second. Avenir does not have DRS, but he is bringing along Josh Tagai and Robsu for good measure, and there's a comfortable gap to MS, as I'm sure these front 4 are going to look to build a gap to have a like a safety net at the pit stops.
Yes, as it stands, MS is probably dropping back fast enough, but with the 2-stop strategy, they won't have as many laps to build that gap as we would normally see. So We'll have to wait and see, but it's already got 9 seconds between MS and Robsu.
Yes, it'd be interesting to see whether Runes and Avenir are going to do the opposite to what maybe you hinted that some of the cars on the grid are doing, where they pit like very early on and get their stop out of the way. Do you think there's a chance that Runes and Avenir could go long and pit very late on? But obviously you risk a safety car completely destroying your race strategy.
Yes, we'll see. I mean, it really depends on that gap. If the top 4 can get away, they can do a fairly standard strategy, but the biggest thing is you don't want to pit into traffic around here, and they can definitely do each other favors. They're the only team that have 2 cars up the front, so we'll have to wait and see. But
speaking of traffic, James Gardner is all over the back of Joey B, just coming onto the pit straight now, as Joey B was motoring along quite nicely towards Manflow, but James Gardner is on the gearbox of this Red Bull, and he'll be very keen to dispatch this car ahead as well, because I think once James Gardner gets off the chains, he will be a force to be reckoned with. He did have front wing damage, so it's be interesting to see how he comes out compared to the rest of the field. As you go past the Casino Square, you have that awful bump in the track. I've noticed a lot of drivers not avoiding that.
Yes.
They're just driving over it. Not my preference of a racing line, I must say.
Yeah, James Gardner maybe ascend at either the chicane or Raskas at some point, but Joby is certainly, as we have Runes into the pit lane, that is the early stop that we maybe anticipated.
Yes,
first man of the front 4 to come in.
Yeah, Runes puts on the hard tyres. Yes, Runes is on the hard tyres. Thanks for calling that out. I didn't see Runes in the pit lane. It's quite easy to miss pit stops sometimes, especially when you're commentating solo.
Yes.
There's a lot to take in. Drogon works himself up to 6th position, courtesy of Runes' pit stop. So now Drogon has definitely found a little bit of pace. He hasn't made a mistake since that lap 1 excursion. He's got a lot of work to do, and probably will have every finger and toe crossed for a safety car.
Yes, Drogon is certainly... He definitely needs something to fall into his way if he would like to challenge for this win, but at the moment Mercedes are in control. Josh the guy is just falling outside of the DRS of Avenir just on this lap. I reckon Avenir will come into the pit lane fairly soon though.
Yeah.
His teammate, as he doesn't come in this lap. It's a big moment out of the last corner.
It is a very big moment, and Robsu was all over the gearbox of Josh the guy now.
Josh has made a mistake out of Raskas, I think, lost the rear, but Robsu didn't gain anything there.
Yeah, I just rode on board with him, and his car was ghosted as he has lost a bit of time. Runes does have a penalty of some sort. That isn't a speeding penalty, is it, by any chance? No, it's a track limits. Yes, it's so Runes is one of the first heavy hitters to get a track limits penalty here, and that could be very costly for a race win here, as we do have Avenir out in the lead at the moment, and
Runes down the inside. That's a brilliant move from Runes.
Yes, I just saw them exchange positions on the timing sheet as Runes does get past Tia in the McLaren, and Runes is going to be on the back of MS, and I think MS is just making sure he keeps it clean. And will he choose to fight as the Mercedes has to get off the accelerator, as now he gets the move done, and that is by Monaco standards as easy as it will get.
Across the track goes MS though. Could he have to give that back?
Yeah, I think MS will have to give that back, as Runes got very close to the line, and we have 2 cars in the pits, which is Avenir and Josh the guy.
Yes, both going onto the hard compound tyre as expected. We've got a yellow flag somewhere. Tears off. Tears around through sector 3. Yes.
Yeah, Tear is off, and Yes, Tier has lost a chunk of places there, as Robsu now leads the way around Monaco with his damaged front wing. But he's done a good job so far. He was keeping up with the leaders, even with that damage. Be interesting to see whether he changes his front wing when it comes to his pit stop now. Runes has inherited... Yes, absolutely. Runes has inherited second position, and he has made a hell of a lot of time up to Avenir, and Avenir is stuck behind MS, but also he has to keep an eye on Josh just behind him, as maybe Avenir is just having a little bit of a wobble with Josh behind him now. Does not want to yield the position to the Red Bull, but also needs to think about attacking that Aston Martin ahead, and is very slow as MS, as Avenir is still trying to find a way through, and you've got to be so careful working your way through the swimming pool section. You've got a car who's much slower ahead. I think he's just minding his own business, is MS, just making sure he sees the checkered flag, as Robsu is in the pits and nicely out of the way.
Changed his wing. He has not changed his wing, Robsu, so he feels he can keep with it. We have a yellow flag at the back. There's a car off. Oh, there's a crash on the straight. Josh the guy has lost his wing.
Oh no, that's a disaster for Josh the guy, as he sensibly waits. And I wouldn't suggest resetting to track, but
no,
but in this case around Monaco, I wouldn't say anything against it. I can't remember. I did it once. I spun somewhere, and I just reset to track, and I did own up to it to Ghost, but looking at the situation here, he agreed with me. It's the most sensible thing to do. I guess as long as you're sensible, and when you reset to track, you don't, gain an advantage, and you let the people pass who rightfully, deserve to go past you. Then I don't see much of an issue with it.
Yeah,
but
I can agree with that. Runes right now is absolutely flying out front.
Yeah, now
almost 8 seconds now.
Why was Kevin in here? Asked Thomas. He joined me in the commentary box, and he accidentally didn't set himself to spectate, so he hasn't taken part in this race in any way, shape, or form. He just followed the grid around at the back and then just retired in the pits, which was the most sensible thing to do without triggering a unnecessary safety car.
We've got Drogon all over the back of LB. Coming up towards Casino Square. LB seems to have gone off somewhere. He's lost a bit of his front wing, so I'm not quite sure what's happened there, but Drogon might be shaping up for a move here.
Yes, Drogon.
He is down the inside.
Oh, and that's going to get very tight through here, and as we go, as a very respectable racing around here. No. There's a 3-car pile-up, and wow, it's Christmas for MS.
Open the door.
Wow, add that to action of the week for MS there. That was a great opportunity, and so lucky that the car's ghosted.
Yeah, that could have been catastrophic for the Aston Martin, just showing up showing up to a roadblock, really.
Yeah, that was that would be enough to make anyone really clench going around that corner, and seeing that as Alada comes into the pits in 4th position, and he's going to come out looking quite handy, potentially, I think in the top 10 at least.
Doing a wing change though.
He is. That won't help him. I still think, we do have yellow flags again, and LB Racing. LB Racing. As Runes still leads the way, 7.5 seconds clear of Robsu. Avenir is in 3rd position, 11 seconds clear of Joey B in 4th. Joey B perhaps opting to do that pit early strategy, as you suggested. And now, if you suggested it or hinted it more like at me, yes, a very interesting strategy debate going on here. A lot more entertaining than the real life Formula One last year.
Yes. No one has tried the infamous strategy that Williams, I believe, did in real life Monaco last year, holding each. It was Mercedes maybe? I'm not sure.
Was
But
it George
they
Russell
held
who
their
just
teammate up.
stayed out?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that was,
And gave each other pit stop gaps.
yeah,
Side
suicidal.
by side, LB.
Yeah, LB Racing. Behind Tier, I think Tier has worked his way through, and I'm guessing LB has damage. Is he missing both end plates on that? He is. He might as well box for a new front wing,
I
because
believe he will pit this lap.
that is I'd imagine that is like driving a yacht around the circuit without any end plates. As you might as well find yourself in the harbour, LB. Best place for you. Yes, as Robsu has got the gap down to under 7 seconds just in the Kicks Alba. So there is life in the Kicks Alba.
He's doing very well despite the damage. Very, very well. And it seems Runes has had a really bad last sector there, because he's dropped about a second.
Yeah, Runes has possibly had a moment, or a bit of Runes does have damage. He's missing his front left end plate. He does have
technically even.
They are even, yes. And Robsu has been driving. So Robsu's missing his front right end plate, and Runes is missing his front left end plate. So one of these drivers is going to be really hampered around this circuit, and I think it is going to be Runes. That is the end plate you don't want to be missing around here.
No, we've got a bit of action with catching up very quickly to Joe B.
Yeah, James Gardner is on the back of Joey B, as really trying to push that Red Bull around now, as James Gardner can see MS and Drogon behind him at the moment, and Drogon leads the way in the championship, and James Gardner will inherit the championship lead as it stands at the moment.
Yes.
But he will want to put as much of a gap in between him and Drogon as possible, because Drogon on his day is capable of driving sensationally if he doesn't make a mistake. As James Gardner just gets a bit looked like the back of his Ferrari stepped out going into the chicane just there.
We have got the four of them now right up on each other's gearboxes. Drogon's actually seeming very strong here on the back of MS as well.
Yes,
maybe going around the outside. Oof.
Yes, looking for a move, and Drogon knows as well, but you can see James Gardner ahead of him. He knows what this means for the championship. He doesn't want to be stuck behind MS, but MS is just having a lovely casual drive, as the chat are talking about the new Aston Martin livery. I have not seen it yet, but it's got a thumbs up from Sumo, which is positive to see.
Sumo likes it.
Yeah, as now Drogon gets a good drive on MS going down to the hairpin, and he gets the move done. A great overtake there from
nice and tidy there.
Yes, it was a good overtake there from Drogon, and now he's on the back of James Gardner. The gap out the front, meanwhile, is under 5 seconds now, as Runes is really. I'm not sure what tyres he's picked, whether he's picked balanced or harder tyres. Tier has worked his way past Nemo. Nemo possibly making a mistake as his car is ghosted, as Alada
may make his way through as well. Alada, may make his way through.
No, Alada just keeping his nose clean there and not getting involved in that. Very sensible to see. As go on.
Drogon's got a run on James Gardner here, up in his turn one, round the outside, his contact. Drogon has gone deep in turn one. He's gotten more damage as well. I think James Gardner's gotten lucky there, as he got away from. I think he's got away with it.
Yeah, James.
No damage for James Gardner.
James Gardner just making contact with Drogon. It looks like he's slowed up, and I'd say that was definitely. I don't like saying putting the blame on someone, but yes, I think Drogon deserved the space there, and perhaps James Gardner just maybe not aware of how much little space he left him. LB Racing. LB Racing is now the latest driver to pick up a track limits penalty, and also just out the back, going to be lapped if he ain't careful.
For him.
No, it isn't.
Hasn't been a great season for the season 17 and 18 Tier 3 champion, I believe.
Yeah, he is the only driver with 2 Tier 3 titles on. He's going to have to give over that title to someone else come the end of this season, because it won't be long for it's mathematically impossible for him to win this championship. Top 3 is well and truly buggered off, says Jack in the chat. They have cleared off, but they are yet to pit. But I think it's more of a case of, their pace is good round here. Let's get the pit stop count at the moment. Stops, there we go. So yeah, actually their pace is just that far greater than anybody else. Josh DeGuy and LB, the only cars to do 2 stops at the moment, as the gap is now 2.7 seconds to Runes. As I said, it'd be very interesting to see what tyres Runes has selected, because if he's on the balance, Drogon, he does have
a very good run.
Yeah,
backside of that one.
Yeah, he will be keen to get past Joey B, and James Gardner has indeed let Drogon by at some point, as Joey B's tyres are looking pretty worn the way his car just swept out there. But is it getting cloudy?
There were some murmurs in the chat that there may be some rain towards the end of the race, but it does look a little bit darker than it was at the start, definitely, Lawrence.
Yes, as Drogon around the outside of Joey B into turn 1. A great overtake from Drogon, in fact, and he has propelled himself up to P5 and now sets himself on MS ahead. Maybe P4 will be Drogon's best result come the end of this race, as now Robsu, the gap to the leader, is 2.1 seconds to the car ahead, and we will go back to the interval gaps. As yes, Avenir is 25 seconds ahead, clear of MS, as Runes is in the pits. As
pit stop now.
Yes,
he's doing a wing change as well.
It's a front wing change, and he is on the hard tyres again. So out he comes. Robsu, interestingly, is to note, didn't change his front wing from his first stint, so he's very comfortable with this at the moment. But surely Robsu has got to react to that pit stop of Runes there to inherit the race lead, because Runes would have been held up with the pit front wing change.
Question is, though, does Robsu change his wing? Because we saw Runes' pace early on with no damage was fairly magnificent, to be honest, and Robsu now is going to be a lot slower than him if he doesn't change his wing. So is he going to take that risk, or is he going to change the wing and try and do it through pure pace? We'll see.
Yeah, I mean, if I was Robsu, I wouldn't change the front wing now. I'd just change the tyres and get out, because you're going to come out in the lead of the race, yeah.
Yep.
But no, Robsu stays out.
Here. I don't know about that. I think he should have pit there.
Yeah, I think I would have boxed as well, knowing that Runes would have boxed for a new front wing there as well, because the time he lost was really substantial.
Yes, it was. Although maybe Robsu did not choose the harder tyre allocation, and all he has is a set of medium tyres, so that could be making him stay out longer.
Yes, I didn't think of the flip reverse. I know I questioned Runes' tyre allocation, but yes, maybe Robsu was on balance, as Drogon is on the back of MS. And could this be another overtake for Drogon? Drogon has been making the overtakes happen today, and in fairness, he's had a bit of a
great comeback.
Yes, he's made one mistake of his own doing, as people are saying man flow in the chat. Not too sure.
Man flow. That was just because James Gardner came into the pit lane.
Okay, well, Manflo is having a very good, solid race in the Alpine. This is his strongest race in Tier 3 to date, and it is very good to see. And yes, Alada as well, also in the Racing Bull. He is missing his front right end plate, but just comfortably in P8 at the moment. So a terrible race for both Red Bulls at the moment, a terrible race for both Ferraris at the moment. Still, it's a terrible race for McLaren as well, as Mercedes and the Kicks Albers are the two biggest winners here today in today's race. And even MS is going to be probably one of our biggest winners as well. It's going to be really tough.
Still all over him, though.
Yes,
pace is looking very good. He's almost pushing him through turn 1.
And just looking at the
run, though.
Looking at the clouds going up the hill here, it's a matter of when the rain comes. I'm not going to say if the rain comes. Yeah. It's when.
Yes, definitely. Drogon is starting to slide around a bit, though. His tires are a lap older than MS, but 12 lap old tires around here will start to get a little bit slidey, especially in the low gears.
We will ride on board with Drogon as he looks to find his way past the Aston Martin of MS ahead, and MS is defending valiantly here, and MS will surely be in with a good shout for driver of the day. At the moment, he is having a superb race as Drogon looks for a move at the inside there, side by side, as Drogon does get the overtake done with slight contact, and
he's gone deep.
Yeah, he's gone deep. He's gone deep and got a penalty, and I think he's just going to put his foot down and press on. I think MS will have every right to feel a little bit aggrieved about that move there. Yeah. Just a slight bit of contact. I don't think MS got any damage going into the barrier, but still, you want your overtakes to be fairly clean or executed to perfection around here, as now Drogon may be realising that and just getting his foot down, and if he is going to get a penalty, it won't affect his finishing position.
Yes. Joby just made a mistake there. He passed Nemo, sorry. Joby's got past Nemo. He was out on the older tyres. Joby has got a time penalty. He'll need to try and press on if he wants to get any better positions than P9, but we'll see what he gets in terms of undercuts on these guys, because in this pit window it's probably Tier and Manflo still.
As Alada takes a massive punt into the barrier, and I think that is both front end plates gone on that Racing Bull. It is. I think that will be time to pit for him, as Avenir is slowly gaining on Robsu ahead. He is gaining, and Robsu, his tyres, let's put back get the tyres back up.
Could he be trying to go until the rain?
Yes, that is very interesting. Is Robsu going to push us out as long as he can now until, that's if the rain comes. Maybe there's just a slight chance it'll just arrive at the end of the race. Because a lot of drivers are committed to a two-stop strategy now. Some have already pitted twice, so I think it's going to be late if it does come. Obviously, the weather is on approximate, so you don't have a rough idea. But from my experience in racing, I'm sure same for you as well. Even if it says it's going to rain towards the end, it always seems to come out a little bit earlier than anticipated.
It does, especially on F1 25.
So,
but yeah, we'll see.
Yes, rain will definitely start a new chapter of this Monaco Grand Prix if it does come. I think it's a matter of when. As I said earlier, it's coming, but when will it come? And Avenir just hovering around 5 seconds to Robsu. The gap seems to have stabilised. Just slightly out the front. Maybe Robsu just had a bit of a squirrely moment on the last lap or two, as now Robsu is extending that gap. Runes is the driver to watch at the moment. He's catching up.
Drogon in the pit lane as well. he's been passed by Joe B as well. Joe B's got a very nice undercut. He's got Drogon as a
Oh,
car.
Runes is out. Runes is out. He's pushed too hard,
He's
and
clipped the wall.
yeah, he's clipped the wall, and Runes is out, and there is no safety car for that. Runes, the car has already been cleared by the game, and disaster for Runes. And we said it was Christmas all at once for MS earlier on when there was that 3-car pile-up. Get ready, because in a moment, as he goes around the chicane, MS is about to be...
Places.
Yeah, he's in the podium position.
How
wow.
about Manflow, though? Manflow's now only 2 seconds off a podium.
Yeah, Manflow's only 2 seconds off the podium. Let's get the penalties up because they're...
never mind. He's got a lot of penalties.
Oh, okay.
He's got 12 seconds compared to MS's 3 seconds.
Yeah, I was just about to get the penalties up. Hello, Bacon Bear in the chat. Thank you for joining us. Oh, is it raining?
It is raining.
It is raining. Wow. Okay. Very interesting. How quick will it get wet around here?
We'll see. This is getting exciting.
Yeah, this is getting very tense now. As to be fair, MS is leading a train. Well, not quite. Tyr is leading a train of Joey B and Drogon, and I'm sure they will be catching the cars ahead of MS and Manflow. But now, how quick will it transition to wet conditions? I've got a funny feeling. I don't have any experience of this track on this game. It's going to be quick.
Yes, and you do not want to be out here on the wrong tires. You will be in a lot of trouble, to say the least. The walls are close, and so is impending doom if you go anywhere near the walls. So we will need to see who dives onto the wet tires first, but no one yet.
Take note, tier 3, impending doom, and I'll tell you what, that's Inters already. Just what?
Now. Yeah.
Yeah. As will Robsu take advantage of this lead and change his front wing? He is 7 point.
As well.
Yeah, and MS is in the pits. It isn't going to really do anything to his finish time. Everybody's jumping into the pits now. I think you would be an absolute maniac, a lunatic to stay out on dry tyres in these conditions, as MS does come into the pits and gets out in third position. It's amazing to see how everybody is in the pits at the moment, but the front two are just working their way around sector 3. They've got a monumental gap to the rest of the field.
Yeah, I think Robsu has to change his front wing now. With the rain, it'll be very tricky, and he does have the gap, so
yeah,
I think he should.
He has got the gap to Avenir now. He's pulled out a nice gap to Avenir, and Robsu is not changing the front wing. Wow. Avenir in the pits. Avenir's car is intact. He's been held up slightly. No, there's just a bit of lag. So as I can hear cars clattering against the barriers, that's the sound I don't like to hear.
Big hit from Manflow. Big hit.
He's lost both of his end plates for his woes. That is a disaster.
Side by side. Oh, and Alada maybe going through to the both of them. He certainly got past Nemo there, and it looked like James Gardner and Nemo were locking wheels at the hairpin, a bit like we saw sweep through earlier.
Oh wow, okay then. So drama in the rain for James Gardner again, not having a very happy race around at Monaco, as he is down in 9th position, and Drogon is capitalising brilliantly. And I feel bad for MS because Manflow is now jumped into the pits, and he has Drogon behind him to contend with. Yes, can MS keep hold of this podium? He's got 11 laps to keep hold of it. It's going to be a big ask.
Certainly is, as Manflow goes into the pit lane again. He's changing his wing. Another set of intermediate tyres.
Yes.
All of a sudden, LB has got himself back to 11th, but he's lost more front wing. LB, he's gone into the wall outside of turn 1.
Bar the front two here, the grid is just so compact. Like, you don't want to make a mistake, as we saw Manflo was in 4th position at the beginning of this lap. He's boxed for a new front wing, and he's now down in 13th. He's all the way to the back. Those 12-second penalties wouldn't have helped him anyway with how tight the field is, and Tier is going to potentially lose a lot of positions, and this is borderline full wets, surely, with the amount of spray.
Watch a ladder here, because James Gardner and Josh DeGuy have both got, especially James Gardner has got both end plates gone. Josh DeGuy has lost his left end plate, and he may have just lost the other one. No, he's kept it intact, but Alada's going to have a lot more grip than these two, albeit he has got a penalty.
Yes, he does indeed have a penalty. Quite a few track limit penalties out there. I'll imagine the chicane just after the tunnel being the main offender at this circuit. I think I might need to quickly plug in my laptop in a moment so RLT doesn't go down. Drogon, this is the battle for the podium. Drogon is all over the back of MS, as he is missing his front left end plate, and MS's car is still intact. Not getting yes, his car is still in one piece, so that works to his favour through the corners. But Drogon, as we see, is almighty on the straights, as he is burning his ERS. And is he going to look for a move up in the chicane? He is not, as MS goes very deep, but actually keeps the car on the track. Slight bit of contact, but MS had every right to try and keep the car within the white lines there, as Drogon did very well not to send him into a spin, as now this is MS defending for his life. We have yellow flags for...
Ralphie went off on the exit of Portier, but I think he's okay.
Yeah, Ralphie lives to fight another day around Monaco. As now...
Here with Robsu, he's starting to catch a lot of lapped cars he will get to soon. And if something puts him off, or he gets a bit distracted by a lapped car, this could turn on its head. But he's had so much pace over Avenir since putting on the intermediate tyres. He's just driven away.
Well, Robsu is a rain master. I believe he won his first Tier 3 race around a very soggy Australia, not last season, the season before. It was a superb drive from Robsu. He just loves and thrives in these conditions, as he is proving again. That's probably a part of being Finnish. You just know how to drive in these conditions, as he does have a Manflo, the ghost of Manflo. Sounds like Manflo is no longer with us. He is no longer with us in the sense of winning this race, but he is hanging on to Robsu as he takes another clatter into the barrier and loses a front end plate, just pushing a bit too hard.
We've got two main battles emerging here.
Oh,
we've got this train of Drogon's got to run. Here he goes around the outside. There's more contact.
MS does have front wing damage now, and he's still holding on. And Tier and Joey B have introduced themselves to the party. Maybe not so much Tier with 9 seconds worth of track limits penalties, but Joey B can surely smell a Monaco podium around here, as MS is the cork in the bottle. As you can see, Tier is weaving all over the back of Drogon. Let me by. Is how
the wall there, though.
Yeah, he's at the top of the wall. Tier loves these conditions as well. Let's not forget, Tier is a rain specialist as well. I've seen Tier in Tier 2. That's a bit of a tongue twister, and I know he loves the wet weather conditions. So yes, he's definitely weaving to tell these cars to get a move on. He wants to come by. He will want a podium just as much as MS and Drogon, and even Joey B. Even James Gardner, surely if these guys carry on, if they carry on battling, and James Gardner, after all of this, could still nick a podium.
Certainly could. James Gardner has got a lot of pressure on him from Alala, who's just gotten past Josh the guy down at
MS just driving through that chicane like a milk float. Sorry to interrupt you, but he is an actual milk float going through that chicane. And now Drogon just contacted the barrier, and he is missing both his front end plates. So
there's more contact as well.
Yeah, more contact. Sorry, he still does have a front right end plate, but he is pushing this Aston Martin around as MS refuses to give up this P3. And now if James Gardner can keep it clean, he's going for a move at the inside. Oh, contact.
MS.
As wow, I think MS still kept his front end plate there, but still will be very unhappy with that move. Joey B looking for a move on the inside of MS now, as has a slight bit of contact with the Aston Martin, and Joey B looking to
wall for Drogon.
Drogon's in the wall,
gone off.
And now Drogon's been relegated. Tyr has now inherited the podium, and Tyr now has 5 or 6 racing laps. Yeah, he's got to run, but you know what? He can do it. Tyr is fast in these conditions, as Drogon has just thrown away a penalty, and maybe a sweet bit of justice there for MS, but MS will rightfully be. Well, if MS can keep up to the back of Tyr, he's, as you can see, MS is really struggling to get this Aston Martin stopped at the end of the tunnel. He's really struggling now. I'm wondering if he's missing both end plates on this Aston Martin.
Watch James Gardner now. He has no penalty, and he's easing up to these guys quickly. He will be feeling like he could definitely get up even towards the podium, possibly.
But James Gardner is flying, and he doesn't even have any front end plates either. What is going on with these drivers without end plates tonight? But James Gardner maybe just feels
from Drogon.
Drogon looking to make a move on Joey B. He has got past Joey B. Joey B choosing not to get involved in that, and I'd imagine Drogon will have the stewards breathing down his neck as.
More contact again, as Drogon is maybe going to go for the switchback. Not quite. These two cannot be separated today. Oh my, Drogon and MS.
No, there's magnets.
Just cannot get his car stopped.
There's magnets in their cars, and this is a dream for Tyr now, who is 7.2 seconds clear. Yeah, he's done it. He's done what he needs to do, as he is going to have the podium that he desires, as Avenir and Robsu are going to be amongst the back markers soon enough, as now Drogon again having another bite of the cherry. It is on the board.
He's got to switch back through there, Drogon.
Yeah, Drogon, that is a great...
What a move, Drogon. That is brilliant.
That was a great move from Drogon. That is a clean overtake. That will probably have MS saying, yeah, okay, fair enough. You have me there.
Something special from Drogon there. Wow.
And this is pivotal for James Gardner not to let Drogon pull clear, as now Joey B would even need to get past the kick Sauber ahead. Joey B... like my only criticism of Joey B, he's one of my closest friends on the grid here, but he's just not clinical, aggressive enough when he needs to be. No. He can see MS really struggling ahead now. Sod that, get past him if you can. As you can see, James Gardner is all over the back of Joey B now, and James Gardner, he said goodbye to his front end plates a long time ago, and it still isn't hindering him. Look at this train here. This is crazy. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 7 cars in this train. The Manflow is just a little bit way off. And Robster is coming up to the back of this slot to lap them. Robsu is going to Robsu could lap everybody up to 4th position here, and they would have to yield to these blue flags as well, as we see I believe that was Josh the guy getting out of the way there as well. MS gets another time penalty.
Another time penalty. Okay.
So this works out.
Have to worry about him.
Yeah, this works out fantastically for James Gardner, but maybe James would have thought he was going to be on the podium, but perhaps not, as now Drogon is actually steaming away, and perhaps James Gardner is going to be P5 at best here.
Yeah, Joe B, though, could get the jump on MS just through penalties, providing he doesn't get another one. But I still feel like if he would like to have any chance of dropping James, he needs to pass MS this lap. Definitely this lap.
Yeah.
MS is certainly struggling.
Yeah, MS is just... well, he has been... he's very wide there, and his car is ghosted. Joey B not choosing as... Oh, yes, they're ghosting, sorry, only because Robsu, that must mean...
Yes.
Yeah, Robsu is storming through the field. The thing is, these guys can't yield to Robsu because they're going to give up race position, potentially. I can't remember who did it or whether it is even at this track. I'm sure Max Verstappen did it a while ago in his Toro Rosso days. Followed the lead around and overtook a car through the blue flag conditions. He followed the leader through.
Sounds like something he'd do, to be fair.
Yeah. As now...
No, that was James giving way to Robsu there, and 2 more cars to clear.
Yeah, as Robsu is through Joey B, and now he is about to go through MS, which I'm sure will be a done deal after this corner. It is, as MS just having a little bit of a squirrely exit there, and Joey B still
unable to capitalise.
No, he just can't get past this Aston Martin. LB getting past Allard.
How's LB caught up?
Yeah,
he came from with a car off. Oh,
it's Allard, yeah.
Turn 1.
I thought LB executed a good overtake, but unfortunately Allard just has taken to the escape road, and unfortunately finds himself down in 12th position. But still, it's not a debut. It's a tough track to come in on your debut. P12 is still a good haul of points.
Certainly is. That was a pretty big hit to the wall there for the Ferrari of LB, who's had a few of them today.
Yeah, LB is not going to gain a lot of positions. As Joshua says in the chat, MS has made this race a lot more entertaining, and he has been the cork in the bottle, as he has got the Red Bull and 2 Ferraris behind him at the moment, as it looks like Drogon has most definitely checked out, as Robsu will be about to start the last lap in a moment. We'll make sure we will give Robsu the deserved airtime he has warranted for this outrageous lead he's got at the moment. It's going to be pushing 30 seconds come the end of the lap.
That may be the biggest gap we've seen in Tier 3, I think.
I think so. I would have to check back, but it's definitely up there with one of the most dominant wins. I think Lufus maybe adds a shout of that in one of the races, potentially. Or it might have been actually Lufus and Drogon together. But we will be fair. We'll ride on board with Robsu. He is coming round... he is coming round under the tunnel for the last time round Portier, and then through the tunnel up to the Neuville chicane, and then Tabac will be his last challenging part of this track, I would say, if he can keep it out of the barriers, or miss the barrier, should I say. Here we go. If he can get round here incident free, and he has... And it's going to be LB's out of the race.
LB.
I think his track limits penalties shafted him enough anyway. Yeah, he's clipped the barrier on the inside. LB will be classified though. He will be classified 13th. But Robsu to the line, so just weaving over the line. A superb drive for Robsu as MS will be the next driver across the line to... he's going to be relegated to 7th as James Gardner steals P5, as they're a lap down on the leader, as Avenir to the line is going to take P2, and Tier is going to come home in P3, but Tier is all the way down at the other end of the circuit at the moment.
There's 42 seconds between P1 and P3, but this week we have it.
You could literally get up and make a cup of tea. The gap is that big. Robsu could have boxed. Oh no,
Oh,
Tier!
gone out.
No, Tier!
Oh no!
Drogon's gonna get a podium.
Oh what? No, Tier has clipped the wall, and that is disaster for last week's race winner. He's still gonna finish fourth. Though.
Yeah, Tier's still gonna finish fourth, but Drogon's inherited a podium. And I think no matter what happens in the stewards' room now, Drogon's still going to keep this podium. And wow. We talked about MS receiving Christmas presents. That is insane. Drogon crosses the line to steal the podium. Wow, what a twist that was at the end there. Absolutely superb.
What a race. What a brilliant race.
You know what? The gap doesn't tell the story. That was a sensational Monaco Grand Prix. That had everything.
Who said it was bad, eh?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm certainly talking about you.
Yes, we will be keeping Monaco no matter what. You can protest as much as you want, Koru. We are keeping Monaco on the calendar. As the drivers shower each other in champagne at a very soggy Monaco. Yes, what a superb drive that was from Robsu to take the race win. So let's quickly plough through the finishing order. So Robsu takes the race win up from 8th position, Avenir in 2nd position, and then Drogon rounds off the podium. Tier keeps his 4th position, although he bottled that podium real hard on that last lap. James Gardner in 5th, Joey B in 6th, MF's in 7th. I can't talk there. Josh the Guy in 8th, Nemo in 9th, Ralphie is in 10th, Manflo in 11th, Alada in 12th, and then LB will be classified, I believe, although he DNF'd them. Runes, unfortunately, DNFing, and then it was you who was the other driver who retired on lap 1.
Yeah.
Right.
Robsu domination.
It was a complete Robsu domination, and I usually get to choose a driver of the day in Tier 3 because it's usually me on my own. So I'm going to give you the honour this week, Kevin, to choose a driver of the day.
I feel like I have to give it... I don't like giving it to the guy who came first, but just that last 15, 20 laps from Robsu was outstanding. I don't think anyone else can get it. Maybe Newbie, if he hadn't have had the late race incident, but I think I'm going to give it to Robsu.
Yeah, I'm in complete agreement with you there as well. Yeah. Robsu just deserved that. He came out, even with wing damage, he was still strong and in the dry.
Absolutely flying.
And yes, he definitely claimed a good stake. An honourable mention, though, to MS until it all went wrong at the end. Like you said, don't like giving driver of the day to race winners. If MS would have come home even in 4th, I think I'd have been inclined to give it to him. But no, unfortunately, it just unravelled slightly for MS towards the end of that race. But yes, Robsu is our driver of the day.
Well deserved from him. We do not see people gaining, 30 seconds in 10 laps there?
Yeah, that was
Robsu.
Yeah, that was we know.
Outstanding pace.
We know Robsu is a monster in the rain, but that was an incredible drive to pull out a gap like that. Avenir was disappointed with his pace in the wet, but I mean Robsu's a good benchmark for pace in the wet, so there's no shame in losing to Robsu like that. As Drogon rounded off the podium, a very fortunate podium for Drogon. He definitely found himself in the wars a few times, especially trying to dispatch MS. And even if it goes to the stewards, I don't think the stewards can't do anything really because he's a lap ahead. So yes, fortune favours the brave, and Drogon extends his gap at the top of the championship this week. So yes, so I believe that is pretty much it. As I normally do, I'll quickly round off the rest of this week in APP. Everybody get in the Discord and get in the general chat. Just tag Ghost to upload the podcast. I believe it's freshly going to be hot off the batch, as he recorded it with Sumo this evening. So I look forward to. Well, I'm not going to listen to it this week. I'm boycotting it because I know Sumo will have a lot to say about my performances at Netherlands. So screw you, Sumo. I'm not listening. You don't want to listen to it.
I don't blame you.
Yeah, I can even imagine Ghost has even got in on the Lawrence bashing. So yeah, I say I'm going to give it a hard pass. Of course, I'm going to listen to it. It's just going to infuriate me driving my coach tomorrow. Yeah, so once the podcast is uploaded, keep an eye out for Tier 2 this time tomorrow. I'm not sure if Daka will be back in the commentary box. I know Daka missed Tier 1 on Friday and Elite on Sunday because he is away. So perhaps Ghost may be solo tomorrow. If you're looking for commentary duties tomorrow, Kevin, maybe reach out to Ghost.
I might have a chat. We'll see.
Yeah, I'm sure Ghost would appreciate it if he's on his own, because it is very hard to commentate on his own. Sumo, stop with the slander in the YouTube chat. I will be. I will. Yes, I haven't even watched EastEnders for a couple of weeks. I must say,
that is brilliant. That is brilliant, Sumo. Love it.
No, it's not brilliant. Nothing Sumo says is brilliant.
I'll try not to hold Sumo up next week. No, this week. Sorry.
Joey B, as you're here, we're still streaming. Please just quickly talk us through your race.
Well, it was kind of over at the start, wasn't it? I don't know who taught that. I had wing damage.
We kind of was kind of work out whether it was wing damage or whether you was just trying to pull like a genius early pit stop strategy.
Yeah.
No, it was wing damage, and I thought it was just going to be undrivable, really. So I thought it'd be best to get rid of it, get rid of the wing and get a new one on. But then, unfortunately, the rain. It looked at the time. It looked like it might just be like a sprinkle right at the end, but it came sooner than expected. So that kind of screwed me over a bit in strategy. But at least I kind of got back up to P6. So yeah.
Yeah. Do you feel like you could have had MS ahead of you? Because he was the cork in the bottle for the majority of that race.
I think the trouble is he didn't really ghost that often. So if he had kind of like ghosted when he had those incidents, I think like Tyr had a moment where he had that and he was like, right, I'm going through him. I was like, if only that should have happened for me, but I don't know, it would have been close. I was struggling a bit in the rain, as I always do. So yeah.
Yeah, well, me and Kevin caught a great bit on the stream. It didn't involve you, unfortunately, Joe, but there was Tyr, I think it might have been James Gardner, and someone else, and MS just drove through three ghosted cars at the hairpin. And
the doors open for him. It was just like Christmas came either very late or very early.
I'd probably be more relieved than anything to see three ghosted cars in a train. But yeah. Well, it was a good race, Joe, from you. A good recovery considering you said you had damage at the start. So yes, it's good points. I think I touched on qualifying when I was on my own. Obviously, you raced on the controller tonight. Is there any intentional aspiration to move over to the steering wheel for the next season?
Yeah. I'm looking to from Kota anyway. It was only because it's Monaco, and I Like literally, I think if I went to it as my first proper race, it'd be like DNF City all week. So
No, that's fair enough. I completely understand your
I
reasoning
think
there.
like Kota will be a lot better really for a first week.
Yeah.
Like
Is
proper rate.
Kota our next circuit?
After Monaco, yeah. Kota,
It is. Kota is
Canada, and
next.
Belgium, I believe.
Oh, Kota, Canada, and Belgium.
We have Melbourne at the end as well.
Oh, Melbourne.
Oh,
Yeah, that
Melbourne,
was the one I
yes.
forgot.
Oh, I love Australia. Yes, we did get sidetracked quite badly there. So yeah, tier 2 tomorrow. Friday, tier 1. I don't know if that will be streamed. Sumo, get your bitch ass out of work and stream tier 1 for us. Yes, you lazy bastard. I'm talking to you.
This guy's wasting my time.
Yeah, this guy's wasting my time. Oh, he's getting mouthy in my YouTube chat now. That's going to be a ban from watching my lives now. I'm going to ban him from my YouTube, swearing at me like that. You horrible man.
Sumo.
Yeah. And then Sunday, we don't unfortunately have commentary for a Sunday, but there are plenty of POVs flying around. So feel free to watch whoever is streaming. Right.
Sorry.
Yeah. No,
My stream.
yeah. Watch Kevin. Sumo saying, "I am your number one fan, bro." I know you are, Sumo. I feel the love. And thanks for the love you and the kisses. That's very nice of you. Right, so I'm going to end the stream there. So thank you all so much, and Kevin, thank you for joining me in the commentary box. One very last question: is this going to be a regular thing, or is this just a one-off tonight?
I don't have any plans on Monday nights, so we'll see.
You've kind of
I may
just
be back next week.
you kind of just sealed it. I'll see you back next week.
I suppose we will. Yeah.
Right. So yes, thank you everyone so much for tuning in for tonight. Sumo's still waffling on in my chat. I'm not reading your messages. So save your energy, Sumo. I have been Lawrence.
And Kevin, and I've been Kevin.
You have to think about your name.
I have no clue what the ending sequence is.
I think it's Kevin.
I will learn for next week the ending sequence. Don't you worry.
Yes, thank you, Kevin. And go on, Joe.
Thanks very much. Thanks very much, everybody. You're the best community. Love you all. That's all I gotta say.
Yes. Thank you very much, everybody. You're the best community. Thank you all for tuning in. Goodbye.